Alrighty, so haven't seen you guys for a long time, kind of had a break from YouTube, but I'm back. But we got a light bar for Cogs' Prado this time, Cogs' new car. He's only had this for a few months I think, and he wants to start doing some mods to it and stuff. Today we're going to do this light bar, install it, should look pretty good. So then we can go 4B and shit at night and pretty much see the whole of Pinge.
It's going to be tight in here.
So we're going to install in a light bar on the Rado, Cogs' Freshie.
Yeah.
What, do you want to talk about it?
So it's a 99 Toyota Prado, a 3.4 litre petrol, yeah, V6. I got it about 5 months ago. Taken it on a few trips, but keen to do a few more soon.
So today, Cogs went and brought XTM light bar, just a 21.5 inch.
We're just taking the old spotties off.
Oh, you got the old spotties out. These old tin cans.
These aren't really cutting it at the moment. They've got a bit of rust growing.
They have candles on the front.
Yeah, from the old owners. So we've opted for the light bar. So
let's see what we have. You got keys?
That's it.
That's a good size actually because it fits. We had to get this size because it's going to fit through a weird shaped bull bar, but what else do you get? A couple end pieces to mount it. There we go.
All the wiring.
Yeah, so if you guys remember the Hilux from the old videos we used to make, you notice he has a light bar on his. Well, I installed that one in Kyle probably a year ago. I can't remember how to do any of that, so we pretty much started from scratch and we're
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, so let's go. Alright, goes in there, that goes in there. Yeah. Oh, go get one of those little washers. That's a big one. One that's got like a split in it.
Mate!
Don't fit. That's what you have to do. Oh, it's fine. That's what you want actually.
Do you want to spray them?
So we'll spray paint this. Yeah.
You
Oh shit, I'm just laughing at you. He's had it. Look, we can wipe it off, start again.
What, and get real paint?
What do you want to get, real paint?
Well, what do you think? No, honestly, what do you think?
I reckon it'll just dry nicely.
Yeah, that's okay. And that's it then. Oh, yeah!
What are your future plans with the ride? What do you want to do with it?
Probably eventual engine swap.
Engine swap.
If I have the money, otherwise I'll just get a...
You have big ambitions, my friend.
Otherwise I'll just get a new Prado, probably. Newer model.
A new model, yeah.
Probably put a awning on.
Yeah.
Max Tracks, jerry can. Might put a custom rear bar on it. As you can see, the muddies are nice and big.
When we brought the car, we chucked the key out, thinking we won't need it. And turns out we did, so this is what we had to do. We had to angle grind slots in it and then cut it, and then twist it with some pliers. So that's the best what we could do.
As you can see, they're getting a bit worn because of this kid.
No, you're
Me?
You're the biggest freaking hoon around a corner.
Not really.
I don't drive your car.
Well, he just did, and he'll probably put it in the footage of him ripping up some tyre.
You can't tell, you're the worst at it. So if you guys can please just try and let's just try and get me to 500 subscribers right now. I mean, I know my last video, when was my last video? Last video 8 months ago. Oops. So this is our wiring kit that we brought. A light bar. So I'm going to disconnect the battery because I don't want to get zapped. These are the best bloody things ever.
Shout out to Shapes for making crimpies.
Yeah, sponsor us please, Shapes. So what we're going to try and do, take this old relay off and put the new one on because it's already got the screw and all that set up.
Sure this won't give an electric shock.
The battery's not connected. That's your biggest fear working on a car.
These dickheads made me put my finger down a... what's it called? Spark plug.
So we were at school one time and in automotive we have these little motors at school and we pulled the spark plug off plug, and told him to put his finger down it to see if it was wet. So we gave it a few rips while he had his finger in it, and he shocked his whole body.
1,000 volts up your
thing.
body.
So just leave it. We can just pull it all out now.
Alright.
Yes. Yeah, that's the one we want to undo. So you pull this whole dash off. We're just going to mount the light bar on and just see where we want it, and then we can hook it all up because this wiring shit's giving me a headache. There we go, the whole thing. Go. That's big. So we did the pilot hole first because since the drill doesn't fit directly like that, it's on an angle, and if I was doing it normally, it's kind of like running instead of catching on the spot. So I did the pilot hole, now it's like gripping pretty good. Alright, so we put the light bar on, put the bolts in. I'm gonna go from underneath and try and reach and do the nuts up underneath.
Yeah.
What do you reckon the next mod will be, Cogs?
Probably snorkel.
Snorkel for the ride?
What do you want me to do?
Just push it down. Alright, we changed the position of the relay. We put it over there on this side of the car because it suggests that it's on this side of the car, and then we'll feed the switch wires through the back of the firewall through the dash and out to the driver's side. Now we're going to crimp the two wires from the light bar and the relay together with crimpers. Put it in that one and then crimp it. We've got the fuse and the power cord. We're going to put that onto the positive side of the battery, and then we can start dealing with the switch, which we're going to have to feed through the back of the dash, which is going to be painful. You can talk, you can tell them.
Alright.
Oh fuck, it's fucking bright.
I can burn the old pupils. I feel like I've just been hit by a bus.
He looks it. So Cogs went to work and we didn't finish the light bar because I know we just couldn't figure it out in time. Had to go to work.
Yeah,
He works at Coles.
Works at Coles, yeah.
He's a checkout
Come
chick.
down, Greenwood.
Yep. So he's back here. It's like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, 8ish.
So we're gonna try and get it done, and then hopefully it'll look good because at
Give you a
night
bit of
time.
a demo.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
So let's go see what we can do. Alright, so we've got the switch wire coming from the relay. We're going to feed it through the firewall, and then Cogs is going to undo his whole dash, which he hates, and try and pull the switch wire all the way through to his side, and we can mount the switch there, and then we should be pretty much done, and the light bar should work hopefully.
What? What? What are you doing in my house? Just doing a bit of this bit of that. Yeah. The old standard for a Wednesday night. Do you want to jump on the other side and get it? You ready, Rit?
That's her.
Oh, easy.
What one's 1 and which one's 2 and which one's 3?
Isn't it coloured?
It's not numbered, it's coloured. We pulled it through, got all the wires, put the crimpers, like the crimps on the end, so we can just slide them on the back of the switch. But Cogs doesn't have the manuals, he left that home, so we don't know the wiring configuration.
Should I just go home and get them?
Cogs, what do you want to do?
I might go home.
And come back?
Nah.
Oh, absolute chipmunk. He left the instruction manual, like the e-manual and all that, and we can't find it online because that will have the wiring diagram on it.
So I went back and got instructions. Don't know why we didn't take it in the first place.
Yeah.
But
Dumb move on our half.
yeah. Rit.
But like even just trying to find the e-manual like instructions online, we couldn't find it anywhere. And like the amount of time we would have saved if we just went and got that.
Yeah. Alright, let's hope.
Oh well, let's see if we can do it. Alright, so green to positive.
Yeah.
And then white is your ground. You're gonna want to put that. Yeah. And then your yellow is your accessories. If we have power and everything's connected right, that means
Is that put on right?
slide that one up more. Nothing.
Alright, check.
It's always something.
What have you done, fucking idiot?
Pop the bonnet. Since we didn't get to work, I got the multimeter out and we're going to see what the readings are across the battery. So we're getting 12 volts through there, which is good. And then I checked our earth to see if our earth was good, and that's where we've gone wrong. I don't know why I did this or why I didn't do it, but we didn't sand the paint off when we did our earth, so it's got paint in between the two metals. It's not making a nice contact. We're hoping that if we do this, take it off, sand a bit of the paint back, we're hoping that maybe that's the problem. Because if it is, that's an easy fix, and then we should be out of it. So hopefully that is what was wrong, and now we've got a good contact, and we'll just see if that's it. Alright, so what we did the sand thing and scratched it all away. When we checked the multimeter, 12 volts, which is the 13 volts, 12 volts, which is good. Fingers crossed.
It's gotta work.
That this actually works. I was gonna try. Nah. Alright, that's a bit depressing.
2 weeks later.
Okay, so it's been probably 2 weeks since you've seen us last, and there's been a lot that's going on since then. So we didn't finish the light bar because it was getting too dark, so after that it's been about 2 weeks, and Cogs has had a bit of action at the Prado recently. He had an accident the other day. Well,
Not my fault.
he had an accident 2 weeks ago, sitting at the lights. Someone reversed into the front of his Rido and screwed up his bull bar. So he got insurance and all that, and the guy paid for it, $450 to get that fixed.
Yeah.
So he booked it in the mechanics, and it was about 2 weeks until they could get it done for him. So probably 2 days before you're gonna get done, he has another accident, but this time his fault.
Right
Wet weather, and he was sort of still waking up, and Rido just slides straight into the back of this car, and his bull bar gets absolutely munted. So it only cost another $50 to get the bull bar replaced because he'd already had the first accident. We started the light bar again, the installation, and we actually got it working this time. So what we did wrong, or not what we did wrong, but what we didn't do, is we didn't want to hook up the high beams because we wanted the light bar to be separate from the high beams so that we can just turn them on individually. But that was the reason why it wasn't working. For some reason they both needed to turn on at the same time. So we had to hook it up over here and an adapter off to the high beam. Happy?
Guys.
Can't believe. Alright, so just push it in.
Just crushed my toe. Stupid fucker. You squashed it like a jelly bean. Get out of the way. Come on with your fucking shit.
Good job. What do you think about it?
Good. Well, good addition.
I want to see it that night though. Everyone that's still watching, if you made it this far, like and subscribe down below. Leave me a comment of another video idea that I should do, or maybe something you want to see. It's my first video back from my big break I had, but I know I'll probably making a lot more, so stick around, subscribe, and get me to 1,000 subscribers.
Surely.
Catch you on the next one.